In today's video, we are going to talk about how you could get beautiful, toned, and sculpted arms. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Jen Sarbone, and I help women just like you achieve their dream bodies through healthy and sustainable practices. So I'm going to get into a disclaimer about arms and spot reducing fat. I'm going to put you through 2 different bicep and tricep supersets of 4 to 5 rounds. These are my favorite workouts for my arms. And then lastly, we are going to finish with abs. So without further ado, let's get into it. As a disclaimer, just so you guys know, if you struggle with extra fat, let's say bat wings or just in general on your arms, we cannot spot reduce fat. So it's not like we could say, hey, I'm going to lose all the fat in here. It's just genetics, right? So what you can do is make sure you have enough muscle in that area and have a low enough percentage of body fat. That way you can have that toned, sculpted shape that you desire. So going into it, we are going to skip the warm up, but I do have a beautiful stretch and mobility video. Go ahead and watch it if you want to warm up. I highly recommend a little bit of band work, a little bit of core activation. Even when I am just doing arms, it gets my blood flowing. However, we're going to just go right into the workout. But like I said, we are doing 2 different supersets. I'm going to be starting with dumbbells and then I'm going to finish with cables. Just an FYI, if you're more focused on fixing an imbalance or getting stronger, our muscles start with the dumbbells and then head over to the cables. If you're more about just getting like a pump and you want more hypertrophy, start with the cables. But we're going to start right here. And so what I'm going to do is a very traditional movement with a little bit of a twist. So this is going to really change the game for your biceps. I'm going to set up a bench. Now, mind you, I am in a not typical gym that I would be at. So my alignment is not exactly where I want it to be. But let's say you were at the gym. You want to make sure that the bench is slightly less than upright. So you're just on like a slight angle. Unfortunately, this one doesn't go where I need it to, but just keep that in mind. I'm going to be slightly back. Chair is going to be slightly up as well. So you almost want to be in this little like line like so. For these supersets, you want to do 4 to 5 rounds of 15. I'm doing lighter weight with more reps. Feel free to up the weight every single time, like progressive overload, if you're looking for stronger arms. So getting into it, I am just going to start with 8 pounds. And you're probably thinking, why 8 pounds? That's so easy. Because this is a lot harder than it looks and it gets super hard. So I'm going to be sitting on my bench all the way back with that slight lean back. Now, feet flat on the floor. When I have the dumbbells in my hands, I'm actually going to start with them twisted down like so. And the reason being, I'm going to get an extra stretch to elongate my muscles. So I start here. I'm going to twist out, come up to the top, squeeze and hold, then down 1, 2, 3. And then at the bottom, I twist back down. This is going to make such a big difference, this little twist. Ready? So up, twist, up 1, hold 1, 2, down 1, 2, 3, and twist. Again, we want to do 15. So twist, up, squeeze, 1, 2, 3. As I say, go slow on the way down. This is supposed to be a very slow and controlled movement. If you're bored, that means you're doing it right. Just put on a good song. It'll be worth it. But again, you want to do 15. 1, 2, 3, and twist. Slow and control is the name of the game. If you're doing it properly, 8 pounds will be difficult by 15. Twist. Okay. All right. So you can just do 4 in a row. Keep upping the weight until you're at about 10, 12, or even 15 pounds. For the sake of this video, I am just going to go ahead and superset right into a tricep skull crusher, which is also going to be different from a typical tricep skull crusher. So we are going to use the bench this time. I want the bench to be totally flat. So we're going to adjust this way. I'm going to start with 10 pounds and I'm going to lay flat on the bench. So taking the dumbbells, we're going to get on the bench. We're going to sit back and lay down. And for this, I like to put my feet up on the bench to support my lower back. Feet up. I'm gonna lay down. You can also do this on the floor if you don't have a bench. I'm gonna scoot my head all the way up to like the very edge of this bench. My hands are gonna be placed on the dumbbells like so. So like all the way on the edges where my pinkies touch the black part of the dumbbell. I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna go down as far as possible, just like so. And then what I'm gonna do is come up and straighten out my arms, twist my hands at the top. So you're twisting up and out, and then you're gonna twist and come back down. So as I'm bending, I'm also stretching till I reach all the way back, and I do it again. So it's straight, twist, untwist, bend, and come back. Boom. Nice and slow. Feel the stretch, and then it's whoosh. Power up, hold, back 1, 2, and 3. Again, up. And the reason I'm going all the way back is to, again, lengthen the muscles as much as I possibly can on that eccentric movement. That's just going the extra mile, right? So we're gonna do 4 more. Ready? 4. I personally was not counting, but you want to get at least 15. 3. Come on back. 2. And if you do this on the floor, you obviously can't stretch back. So, perfect. You are gonna do both for 4 rounds. You can either superset them with a 45-second rest, or you could do 4 to 5 rounds of the biceps, 4 to 5 rounds of the triceps. But moving on, we're gonna finish at the cables. This is another bicep workout if you don't wanna use dumbbells. Cables also help you keeping the stability. So if you're newer, but we're just gonna do some rope bicep curls. This is more of like a hammer curl. So you're gonna stand out nice and tall. Always shoulders back, chest out, tuck the core, no matter what you do. I'm gonna keep my elbows at my sides the entire time, and I'm just gonna pull with my biceps. So you wanna think of the muscle that you're pulling with instead of just yanking it up like most people do. You wanna think, okay, I'm gonna pull up. I'm going to twist my wrists at the top, hold, come down nice and slow. Boom, just like that. Up, squeeze. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. If you find yourself like bouncing around and like forcing it, it means that it's too heavy. So no ego lifting here. Even if it's nice and light, you just want to be slow and controlled. And obviously, if you can go up in weight each round, do so. Three, 2, 1. Good. Okay, so my tricep superset is going to be a cable skull crusher over the head with the rope, and I'll show you what I mean. We want to lift this to a little bit below your height. So something like that. I'm going to up the weight slightly. Start really, really low so that you're not overdoing it. But pretty much what I want to do from here, I am going to put this over my head. I'm going to take a giant step out. I'm going to lunge and hinge forward. This feels funny, but I promise you it's going to work. So you're hinged forward. You are going to straighten out the arms, pull with the tricep, curl your wrists out at the ends. And then you're going to slowly come back just like we did laying down with the dumbbell. We're just getting it from the cable now. Boom. 3, 4. And if it ever feels way too hard, again, just lessen the weight. I rather you do super light with incredible form. Promise you will still be sore. 6, we're gonna do 15. 7, you could also do this with a straight bar. Both work really, really well. 10, 5 more. Again, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 10. Tempo is everything. Last one. Pull. And good. Careful on the way back. You want to walk your way back nice and gracefully. And you're good. Okay, so 4 rounds of each, either superset style or biceps then triceps. And all we have to do now is finish with core. We're gonna finish with some core. We're gonna do 3 core workouts. In a perfect world, it will be 3 sets of 20. We're gonna work the whole core and our obliques, and the same rules apply as arms. You cannot spot reduce belly fat. I have gotten a lot of questions about it, like, hey, what do you do to lessen the belly fat over here? There are core workouts that will typically strengthen your core, the not glamorous ones, and then they're the ones that are actually gonna like tone and shape it. So we're gonna do some of those, but overall, if you want to see the lines, you have to have less body fat. Everybody has a core, but we also have a layer of fat that covers it. So just keep that in mind. Don't think that, oh, if I do 1,000 crunches a day, yeah, you're gonna be sore every day and it's gonna make some kind of difference, but it's not going to affect whether or not you could see the lines. Just an FYI, but let's get into it. So first one, I'm going to sit down on the floor. You can grab a plate, a dumbbell. I happen to have a kettlebell. And so what I'm gonna do is hold the kettlebell, lay down, putting this over my head. I'm going to come up, all the way up, just like so, and back down, boom, nice and slow, over the head. Start with a really light weight if you need to. And over time, you can go heavier and heavier. But because this is a core finisher, we can go ahead and do 20. If that's too hard, just start with 15. And if the weight gets too heavy, just drop the weight and continue to do it with your body weight. Boom, come on back. 3, 2, control, last one, and 1. Good. The next one, we are gonna take a big ball. 2 things we're gonna do here. One is obliques. I prefer to work my obliques through this lying on the floor than doing like those plate dip things because those make you look super square. This one I really like a lot. It's a little bit hard, but if you can't do it, do Russian twists instead. But here we go. So I'm gonna lay on the floor. Ball is in between my feet. My feet are squeezing the ball together so it doesn't fall. Arms are gonna come out to the side. I'm literally going to try to keep my hips on the floor and just move to the side and use my core, oof, to bring it back up. So we're going side to side. 1 and 1 equals 1 rep. So side, side is 1 rep. This is 3. Again, the goal is to get to 20. If you can't get to 20, do what you can. Okay, good. Last one. We are gonna get in a high plank. Feet are gonna go on the ball and we're gonna crunch in. So boom, we're gonna get our feet on here, hands on the floor, get close enough to the ball where it's kind of like touching your knees. And then you're just gonna go ahead and flex the feet and crunch in and come out. Crunch in and come out. Make sure that you're not dipping. Like really make sure your body is one unit right here. You should be squeezing and shaking because it should be that challenging. So in, hold, and out. In and out. Again, you want to go for 20 if you can. All right, getting off this isn't fun. Just go ahead and shift to the side, 1 foot down. Whew, that's never graceful. But there you have it, a nice little upper and core video. I'm sure you can get this workout done in even 30 to 45 minutes. Put it on your playlist, like and subscribe for more content. If you have any questions on anything that I did, please comment because I will answer. And can't wait to see you in the next one.